Angry guy here, and women hate men. Women hate men. Let's just go ahead and jump right into this video. She said that when her husband takes a when she takes a nap, it doesn't bother her husband in the slightest. But when he takes a nap, it literally makes her get the ick. This is how modern women feel. And you might say to yourself, well, that's not the case with all women. Not all women feel like. I want you to check out this video because here's another wife who absolutely cannot stand when her husband naps. Let's check it out. It's very low, but you can hear what she says.
My husband sent this video to me. Like, I get irrationally upset when he's taking a nap. I hope you can hear in the background what's happening. That would be him sawing fucking logs, napping at 3 o'clock in the afternoon. What am I doing? I'm sitting here watching Chicago, playing on my phone, while he is napping. I'm just saying, I feel like a little hypocritical. You know what I'm saying? He tried to think that I was going to be mad at him for napping and send me this video. Like, I get like that. But snoring. Look him.
Now, guys, do you see this? She literally is furious that her husband is taking a nap and snoring. And some of you might say, well, there's more to it than that. Oh, sure. So we actually have a screenshot where she responds to comments on the video of her criticizing him. And she says, lol, nah, I'm not annoyed that he's napping. I was annoyed that he sent me this video like I usually don't let him nap. And I opened that video when he was snoring and taking a nap. She literally does not like the sound of him sleeping. She does not like his snoring. She could easily walk away from it. But this is how modern women feel. She doesn't care about the fact that this man is spending most of his time out and about working to put food on the table, keep a roof over their head, clothes on their back, providing for their children. You can hear children in the background. None of these things matter because if he has a day off or a few hours off and he chooses to use that time to simply grab a nap, she gets furious. And just to point this out, that snoring could be an early sign of what we call sleep apnea, obstructive sleep apnea, which is a medical issue. So if he's having trouble breathing, that could signal that he needs to go and see a doctor, probably a sleep doctor, and potentially get fitted with a mask that will help to improve his airflow. So a CPAP device. But of course, she doesn't think about that. She doesn't think about his health. You know, there's a comedian, a Filipino comedian. I forget his exact name. Something Coy, I believe. He's like half Filipino, half white. And his mother caught him sleeping and breathing terribly, like terribly snoring. And she went and recorded him while he was sleeping, and he was furious about it. But then he ended up, and she was like, "Oh my gosh, you're not gonna live," blah 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 blah. So he was angry, goes to the doctor. Turns out he has terrible sleep apnea, has a machine, CPAP machine, and now he sleeps like a baby. And that's what happens when someone actually cares about you. They want you to live. This woman, she is angry that she can hear him breathe. This is how American women are today. This is how Western women, modern women are in Western society. They don't even like hearing us breathe. This is the reason why when you look at gyms today, they are furious, absolutely furious that men are even in the gym. That's why they say, oh, he was looking in my direction. He was staring at me. You have a blind men that have gotten kicked out of the gym because women claim that the blind guy was looking at them. And the blind guy explains, I am legally blind. I cannot see anything whatsoever. I have no vision. And they still kick the blind man out. This is the reality we now live in. It's so bad that they're literally going after gym employees. There's a video where a woman starts screeching at a gym employee, asking him if he has an issue, if there's something going on, because she says that he's looking in her direction. He was looking at her. And then he let her know he actually worked at the gym. And if she had an issue, he could have her put out and he could have the police remove her. And she basically said, go ahead, go ahead. So he called the police. They came, they removed her. She had her gym membership revoked, but she doesn't care because principles, y'all. This is the crazy reality we live in. Women are furious that men even exist. They despise men so much that it angers them when men go overseas and find someone else because they don't want men to be happy. They don't want men to exist without their permission, without them gaining from it, because men only exist to provide for them, to be used by them, and then be discarded by them. That is absolute and utter hatred. They hate men from the bottom of their heart. They despise them so much that the sound of a husband breathing makes them furious. Subconsciously, if their husband was to stop breathing and pass away, deep down, they would be happy because now he is gone and he no longer exists. And they can return to the streets from whence they came. The only men that these women actually love are Chad and Tyrone, and the subsets of these men: Chad, Tyrone, Bradrone, Chadrone, Ray, Pookie, Enrique, Miguel, Pancho. Pancho is lovable, man. Pancho is lovable. You know, little Pancho. Pancho is lovable. Drinks his tequila and then goes and, lays down the pipe. Guys, this is the reality of it. Those are the only men that they love and they will ever love unconditionally, because those men who break their heart and bring them so much pain, grief, and agony are the men that they love unconditionally, like children and pets. The men who provide for them, the men who stay by them, the men who do not give up on them. These are the men that they resent. They resent you for taking care of them. They resent you for loving them. They resent you for standing by them. They resent you for everything that you do. The more you do for a Western woman, the more she resents you for it. This is the mental state of women in Western society. They absolutely despise you, don't like you, and hate you from the bottom of their heart. If you stop breathing, they are happy. Every time a man disappears from this earth in Western society, it brings them deep and utter joy because they love chaos in crisis. I've said this before. When a woman goes out and she marries a man who makes $1 million a year, over six figures, $1 million a year, she finds a man that makes $1 million a year, is at least 6 feet tall. He has a six pack. He's relatively young. He's attractive. He has influence. I want y'all to understand that's not a plan A guy or a plan B, or a plan S guy. That's not the guy that she loves. She doesn't love that guy. That's a plan B guy. The guy with all those qualities and all those traits, those are plan B guys. And of course, these guys can, the things overlap a bit. A's can overlap a bit with B's and some of the traits, and A's can overlap a bit with S and some of the traits. But the guy that I just described is a plan B guy. Those are the bare minimums that he has to have, and then some. The plan A guys are the guys that are like billionaires and worth like $100 million and rappers and so forth. Those with lots of money, those are the plan A guys. Okay, and of course, like I said, they overlap. The plan S guys are the thugs and the chads. Thugs and the chads. Those are the men that women. Those are the men that women actually love. They will love indefinitely. They will love unconditionally. Chad, Tyrone, Bradrone, Chadrone, Ray, Pookie, Enrique, Juan, Miguel, Pancho. Those are the men that they actually love with their entire hearts. The plan B guys, plan B, C, D, even plan A, they hate these men from the bottom of their hearts. A, B, C, D. They despise these men from the bottom of their hearts. The only men that they actually love are the Plan S guys that they enjoy sleeping with. Outside of that, they don't like you. They resent you, and they this is the reason why women say you should never approach a woman in public. You should never speak to a woman that you don't know. If you see a woman coming in the other direction when you're walking down the street, cross the street, because this way she will feel safe. The reality is they're telling you that they don't like you. They don't like most men. 99% of men in Western society, women do not like today. They only tolerate 5%. Women will only tolerate 5% of men in Western society, and they only truly love or genuinely are attracted to less than 1% of men in Western society. These women are in a completely different reality. They live in a completely different reality. The guys that they need are not the guys that they love. Never be with a woman who only is with you because she needs you. There's a difference between her wanting to be with you and her being with you because she needs to be with you to survive. That's how it is with Western society. That's how it is with women in Western society. They talk poorly about the Filipinas, but guess what? They will only accept you if you can provide them these extravagant lives. So, in other words, they're only with you for survival, and you're going to have to pay premium for something that's been used up. Guys, it's a sad reality, but men have to wake up to the reality, wake up to it, and walk away. What do you guys think regarding this? Do you guys agree that women hate men? I want to know what you guys think, so let me know what you think in the comments. Like the video if you like it. Don't forget to subscribe. And if you like the video, share the video. And just remember that all roads lead to MWA, men walking away, and cheers.